No matter how attractive a person may be, a bad smell can quickly overshadow their physical appeal. Whether it's body odor or an unpleasant breath, an undesirable scent has the power to turn heads for all the wrong reasons. You might think that you don't smell bad, but you live with yourself every day, so you can't really tell your own scent, and people are often too polite to point it out, leaving you years without noticing your off-putting scent. Smelling bad is one of the most unattractive traits a person can have. But no worries, it's an easy fix. So let's make sure I leave you as the best smelling guy in the room. No matter how expensive your fragrance is, and no matter how fresh you smell, if your breath stinks, it is all for nothing. Most guys think that brushing and flossing is enough to keep your breath fresh, but 90% of bad breath comes from your tongue. Get yourself a tongue scraper, or use a spoon and make sure you scrape your tongue every single day to remove the buildup of bacteria, as around 70% of oral bacteria tend to accumulate on the tongue. Brushing and flossing are obvious. Brush your teeth at least twice a day for 2 minutes each, preferably with an electric toothbrush, and floss regularly to remove food particles stuck in your teeth. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day helps keep your mouth moist and washes away food particles and bacteria that can cause bad breath. So, keep a water bottle handy and sip on water regularly. You are what you eat. Doesn't only apply to how your body looks, but also how your natural body odor smells like. Certain foods like onions, garlic, and spicy dishes can leave a lingering odor in your mouth, annoying you and the people around you. You don't want to lean in for a kiss, leaving her regretting her choice. The aroma of certain foods can linger for up to 12 hours on the breath and 48 hours on the skin, the latter being more noticeable in men than women. Look for breath-friendly foods like apples, carrots, and celery, which can naturally freshen your breath. Avoid tobacco and alcohol. Smoking and chewing tobacco can lead to chronic bad breath, along with other serious health issues. Alcohol can also contribute to a dry mouth, which can worsen bad breath, so it's best to steer clear of these habits. Trim excessive body hair. Body odor tends to linger more in areas with dense or excessive hair. That's because body hair can trap sweat, bacteria, and odor-causing substances. By trimming or reducing the length of your body hair, you can minimize the surface area for these odor-causing elements to cling onto. You can use scissors or clippers. Whichever method you choose, trim it but never shave it. Shaving your body hair could make you smell worse. Hair absorbs moisture, which keeps skin dry and minimizes bacteria. It's true that bacteria breed on hair too, but reproduction is slower than on skin, thus producing less odor. It's important to maintain proper hygiene to complement your efforts in managing body hair. Wash and exfoliate the trimmed areas to remove any sweat, dead skin cells, or bacteria. One of the places that you must pay attention to is your feet. Sweat, bacteria, and fungal infections are the reasons why your feet smell so bad after a long shift or a walk. When your feet sweat, the moisture provides an ideal environment for bacteria and fungi to thrive, resulting in that not-so-pleasant odor. And to fix that, you need to wash your feet daily with warm water and mild soap. Pay extra attention to the spaces between your toes and thoroughly dry your feet afterward. Moisture is a breeding ground for odor-causing bacteria, so keeping your feet clean and dry is key. When you're in the shower, make sure to scrub your feet to remove dead skin cells, as it also creates an environment for bacteria. Apply foot powders or shoe spray that contain antifungal and antibacterial properties to help absorb moisture, reduce odor, and keep your feet feeling fresh throughout the day. Clean your shoes regularly. Shoes can easily become smelly if they aren't cleaned often due to the accumulation of sweat and bacteria. When they get especially dirty or stinky, wash them in your washing machine and allow them to dry in direct sunlight. In between washings, stuff your shoes with newspaper overnight to remove odors. You can also put dryer sheets in your shoes to improve their scent. If your shoes cannot be washed, use a cotton ball dipped in alcohol to wipe out the interior and kill bacteria. Alternate between several pairs of shoes if possible. Wear one pair one day and another pair the next day to give your other shoes time to air out and dry out. Take a shower every morning. Use a soap-free body wash. Although soap kills bacteria, it also raises the skin's pH level, creating the sort of alkaline environment in which bacteria breed most rapidly. Therefore, use a soap-free body wash instead, which allows the skin to retain its natural, slightly acidic pH level. This will make it more difficult for bacteria to colonize, meaning you'll smell sweeter for longer, even when pursuing strenuous activities. Reach the right spots. Focus on body parts with the most sweat glands, such as behind your ears, the back of your neck, your feet, and sweaty spots, such as your armpits and your inner thighs. Don't forget to wash your genitals and backside. Don't use a loofah, they breed bacteria. Use a washcloth or even your hands instead. Loofahs, especially those made of natural materials like plant fibers, can provide a suitable environment for bacterial growth, including potentially harmful ones. If not properly cleaned and dried after each use, loofahs can harbor bacteria and fungi, posing a risk of skin infections. If used on broken or irritated skin, this can potentially introduce bacteria into open wounds, increasing the risk of infection. Instead, use a soft washcloth made of cotton or microfiber, as it can provide a more controlled exfoliation without the same risk of bacterial growth. They can be easily cleaned and dried after each use. Apply deodorant. Using an antiperspirant deodorant is the most obvious. It not only masks underarm odor, it also helps reduce sweat production, minimizing the ability of bacteria to breed. Though it may seem counterintuitive, you should actually apply your deodorant or antiperspirant at night rather than in the morning. This gives the ingredients time to soak into the skin and prevent your glands from producing foul-smelling odors and sweat. You can even shower in the morning without worrying about the effectiveness of your deodorant. It's already been absorbed. Don't be deterred by recent health scares. Just make sure your deodorant doesn't contain harmful aluminum, which most don't nowadays. Invest in a decent fragrance and learn how to apply it right. Smelling good doesn't mean reeking of perfume. Cologne will only make you seem more attractive if you keep it subtle. Grab your favorite fragrance and spray it on pulse points like the back of your neck, the crooks of your elbows, your wrists, the small of your back, and behind your knees. If you moisturize these areas using unscented lotion or Vaseline beforehand, the fragrance will last longer. Don't focus the fragrance on your wrists. It's a bad pulse place. Make sure that the fragrance is up around your head and their noses. Make sure that the deodorant and the body wash are perfume-free, so it doesn't clash with your fragrance, leaving you smelling weird and unnatural. Use a roll-on version. A roller ball is a great way to get the scent exactly where you want it, without overspraying. It's also more affordable than a bottled version of your favorite cologne. I know you heard before that you should spritz some on your hair, but don't do it. The alcohol will dry your hair out, potentially damaging it. Instead, you can spray a natural fragrance on your pillow so your hair absorbs some of that nice fragrance overnight, or spray some on your hairbrush. It also works. If you want to establish your scent and make it stick, hit your closet with a couple of sprays of your go-to fragrance once a week. Wait for the fragrance to dry before leaving. Apply your fragrance early on. This ensures that it will lock in fully before you head out for the day. Use fresh bedding. The sweat from your clothes and skin can transfer to your bed sheets and can make you smell bad even when you've taken a shower. Fresh and washed sheets, pillow covers, and blankets can help you smell fresh. So change the bedding once every week or twice if you sweat more. Don't forget to spread your pillow and bed sheets with essential oils. Allowing your body to absorb these natural scents at night will leave you feeling fresh and clean in the morning. Keep your clothes fresh. Never under any circumstances use the same dirty laundry. While it may still smell of yesterday's fragrance, it will also be bringing along yesterday's sweat and bacteria to the party. You may not smell it on yourself, but it's there. Wear natural fabrics like cotton, linen, wool, and silk, as they are breathable and allow your skin to breathe naturally. This helps you stay dry and avoid sweat-related odors. Avoid synthetic materials such as polyester and nylon, as they tend to trap body odor. Odor-causing bacteria will continue to breed on your clothes after you've undressed, which is why they need regular laundering. Not only do unpleasant odors cling to clothes, but to towels, bed sheets, and pillowcases too. Launder regularly not only for reasons of hygiene, but to prevent smells transferring to your skin and hair. Exercise more frequently. While sweating more may sound counterintuitive to smelling good without perfume, exercising regularly is actually one of the most important ways to improve your body's natural musk. The more you sweat out and irrigate your body's natural channels, the cleaner your baseline body odor will run. Think of it as a detox that not only supports your stamina, but also your scent.